With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. Here we go. Last downing for Phoenix, the loss to the Bucks. And it's the Suns to start out. To the middle, here's Wembanyama. Lays it up and banks it in. And looking at tonight's contest, Coach, why are both teams so good rebounding?
Well, I'd like to say it's great coaching, Kevin. You know, I always give those guys credit. But in reality, both teams do have a philosophy to go after the ball, and both these teams have tough, active people who are committed to getting as many extra possessions as they possibly can.
And you can't win in this league unless you can rebound, right?
Well, especially on the defensive end, Kevin, you've got to be able to keep the other team off the glass. At the offensive end, it sort of varies from team to team.
So it's Boston now. The Suns getting the bucket. Screen by Allen. Clock at 6. James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one goes on Anunoby.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Now here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
And once LeBron finds a crack in the defense, he is off and running. What hustle from King James.
Yep, that one goes. 6 point for Victor Wembanyama.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
They set the screen. Here's LeBron. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And that one's good. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's a pick by Love. Here's LeBron. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Adebayo, high post. And a wide open look from Mathurin. Misses the 3. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Front of mind tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. So Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Love can't hit.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And here's Rondo after OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer. Love outside. LeBron outside. Back to Love. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Here's Wembanyama. 8 points for him. Pass to Adebayo. And James pulls it down. Celtics trail by 4. Kicks it out to Allen. Offline with his 3. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Suns. And it's Mathurin missing. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Rondo. No good from LeBron. Here's Adebayo. Pass to Thomas. Wembanyama, a screen. Got it off in time. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Phoenix?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Nailed from three-point land.
Showing some range, LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Here's Reed, and James pulls it down. Celtics trailed by 4. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
The Celtics need to get a shot off. James gets inside and finishes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got his first points of the game.
Well, sometimes you got to go in there and play big, and that's what Scoot did.
Here's James. It's hauled in by the Suns. Back to Henderson. Pass to Moody. And here's Ivy. Moncrief defending. Here's Moody. No good with the triple. Celtics trailed by 4. Here's Allen. Henderson pulls it in. Out to the wing. Here's Moody. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. You've got to get a hand in the face.
Now Rondo hasn't made one yet. Pass to Moncrief. Over to the left wing. Busted. No good that time either. Suns lead by 7. Here's Filipowski. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. It's deflected. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The shot by Ivy, no good. Rondo scanning the floor. Back to Love. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Moody. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Moody's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns. And Boston has possession. The 3 from LeBron. And it's Reed pulling it down. Here's Filipowski. He's guarded by Love. Here's Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Love outside. Kicks it out to Allen. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Moncrief. Allen outside. LeBron James on the wing. For 3, Love. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Back to Henderson. A 3-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 9. To the paint. Kicks it out to Love. LeBron outside. Love outside. And here's James outside. Filipowski grabs the board.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Suns shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First one falls for. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Morant's got the ball here for Boston. 11-point game. 27 seconds left here in the second. Reed with it. He's picked up by Morant. Ivy with the bucket.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Morant left side. Down low. Chandler. Count it.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
The tray, and there's the defensive 3-second call. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Shooting one. Checking in for the Celtics. Number 7.
It's Barrett on the wing. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Morant scanning the floor. And Isaiah Thomas picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. The kick out to Anunoby. On the wing, Anunoby. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Anunoby's got 6 points.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Morant outside. There's the triple. Wembanyama with the rebound. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good. Well, the threat of Ja scoring really opens up the opportunity for assists. Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Outside, James. It's a pick by Love. LeBron shot is off. Phoenix leading by 16. Pass to Thomas. Wembanyama left side. Back to Thomas. Now here's LeBron. Stolen by Anunoby. Here's Mathurin. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, the size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
Love outside. Pass to Christie. LeBron with it. It's a pick by Love. For the three. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
You cannot leave them alone like that, especially from long range.
Miller with the double team. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Wembanyama. Adebayo with the ball. He's guarded by Love. And Adebayo throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Here's Christie. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectations at the pro level.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for LeBron. 16 seconds left in the third quarter.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And stolen by Love. Here's Christie. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
The Celtics. 30.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's the Suns with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Henderson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
LeBron James taking 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Sidney Matthews, second personal foul. Second team foul.
Henderson looking it over. They double him with Love. Ivy on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Henderson outside. From deep.
Yeah, and when Morant puts in the effort on defense, he can be very effective.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Filipowski. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Kicks it out to James. Morant with it. LeBron outside. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray. James has got 6 in the quarter.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
Ivy on the wing. Back to Barrett. Pass to Reed. Banked in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 16.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
In the corner, it's James. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here is Johnson. Back to Ivy. Up top, Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Pass to Love. Now Morant. Off target from three-point range. Here's Barrett. He takes it in. And Barrett slams it in.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, Terra, love seeing him hammer it home.
Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the dunk.
He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
And Brady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Coming onto the floor for your Suns, number 4, Moses Moody.
1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Nice ball movement by Boston. Christie can't make it.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Moncrief to end the run. Boston again missing.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he was all about the rim protection in this one. His defensive presence was felt from the get-go.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Rondo. It's good from long range.
And I like seeing Rondo look for his shot, showing he's more than just a distributor.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And here's Henderson. Here's Reed. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Reed. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Celtics ball.
Six seconds left in the fourth. Back to Moncrief.